Good morning. Welcome to your morning cup of inspiration. Have you ever done this? Have you ever, your wife or your children or someone that you love, you say, I love you, and they go, well, I love you more. Well, I love you more than you love me, and I love you 10 times more. And they go, I love you 100 times more. And they go, I love you 1,000 times more. And they go, I love you 1,000,000 times more. And they go, I love you, here it comes, to infinity. And they think they've won. And then the other person goes, I love you to infinity plus 1. And it goes on and on. That is the love God has for us. But beyond that, Paul describes grace in Romans, the 5th chapter, in such a way that it reminded me of that. The abundance, the never-ending love we're trying to express to our loved one, Paul's trying to express to us about the grace of God. Listen to a couple verses in the 15th chapter. In the 17th verse it says, how much more are we held in the grip of grace? He's talking about the grace of God in our life. In the 20th verse he says, whenever sin increased, or wherever sin increased, there was more than enough grace to triumph all the more, saying no matter what you do wrong, you cannot outdo grace. There is more grace than there could possibly be sin. And it was interesting that the phrase more than enough in the Greek referred to not just abundant grace, not just super abundant grace, but hyper super abundant grace, meaning the grace was so abundant that it was available for more than any need. So that's a reminder for us this morning. His grace is so abundant for whatever you might need. Maybe it's to overcome sin or an addiction, or to be forgiven of your past, or to satisfy loneliness, or to help you with financial needs. Maybe it's the peace that you need in the middle of a storm. It may be the hope for your future. It may be to overcome depression, physical fatigue, whatever you need from God today. His grace is sufficient to meet that need. Let's never lose sight of that today. He has grace to infinity plus 1. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.